racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when everything was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carry here for Todd Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2. Brings up
on second down, this is Madison. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And got his man, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action, it's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Third down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 91 is the mark. And we got to get to the ball.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back to my ladies.
Singletary to get the drive started. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. We're scoreless after 1. From the 24, Stafford got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a Panther first down.
On the counter, this is Singletary. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner. Singletary here running out of the gun.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Panthers.
Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 53 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. This is first and goal from about the 8. On first and goal, Gurley Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second and
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Stafford, he's going to fire one deep, middle of, that's caught at the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. First down, Stafford here. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 35. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Singletary again. Third down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And 12.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. William Golston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2nd down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford, and he'll get this underneath to Singletary. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Carolina.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Parker out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Carolina!
Stafford's pass complete.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Again, they run with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On first down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Gurley. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Left, left. Tight right, tight right.
Tannehill. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Dillon, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Panthers.
Going on the ground with Madison. William Golston in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's caught by Parker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
That's what I want to see.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Bears 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. Now a desperation throw. This is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field.
Go Bears.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Tannehill throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They run with Dillon. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward.